Welcome everyone to A Call for Judgment. Today's show, I wanted to cover a trending music video, as I've always done over the years, to show you, of course, the symbolism and the meaning behind the video and the fact that these people just love eyeballs. Now, the artist is called Melanie Martinez. The song is called Void, but it really should be called Odor, because the entire time I was watching this, I could just smell these creatures through the screen. But Melanie Martinez is somebody I covered many years ago doing the White Rabbit, down the rabbit hole type of MK Ultra, of course, demon possession. And before I get into the video, why don't we just take a look at some of the pictures of Melanie Martinez. Oh, here she is, just a 666 over its eye. I mean, it's commonplace. All the celebrities are just, again, playing peekaboo. They love eyes. Did you know that they love eyes? Well, that's because everybody famous, the key to becoming famous is trying to become an optometrist and failing. It's actually a club, failed optometrist. So if you fail at being an optometrist and you love eyeballs, they all get together. And then they all just decide instead they're all going to be famous musicians and celebrities, right? So, holding up eyeball pins over her eye and necklaces with eyeballs. And I mean, don't you guys go to Dunkin' Donuts and pick up the donut and hold it over your eye and take photos and post it to your Facebook account and send it to your friends? I mean, you should be. It's the new norm. I mean, nothing to be suspicious about, Like I've said a million times, see the collage of all the celebrities doing it, but it's not one big secret society that you're not in. It's just the fact that they all love to hold stuff over their eyes. Maybe they have pink eye and they all want to hide it. I don't know. I'm running out of, acceptable notions as to why they're doing this. She's holding a ball over her eye. I mean, no big deal. Of course, here it is, demon possessed. We haven't seen the all-seeing eye stuff, but we also haven't seen demon possession from Eminem to Billie Eilish, which I guess you would describe Melanie Martinez as a poor man's Billie Eilish or a poor man's Sia, right? Because it's got the same hair as Sia, right? You know why the hair is half that color, half white, half black? Well, that's your Masonic reference, your esoteric duality, Freemasonry, right? As above, so below, as it's demon possessed. And you can continue to see just picture after picture of it under demonic possession, but no big deal. And then again, before we get into the video, because there's just so much stuff out there, loves butterflies. Don't we all love butterflies? I mean, don't you all want to have butterfly murals tattooed on your body? And if not, if you were going to make an album, wouldn't it be original to have pictures of you as a butterfly? Because Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift, Britney Spears, all of them, they've never done that before, right? Did I say Katy Perry, Lady Gaga? Oh, right. Every one of them. Madonna, Beyonce, Rihanna. One of the last videos I did, I showed the collage. But anyway, here it is, dressed up as a monarch butterfly because it's a mind control servant. One of the albums, of course, called Portals, or one of the songs. Don't be suspicious. Let's get into the song Odor, Void, by Melanie Martinez. So here it is. It transforms from a human into a demon. Right? Into a demon, and you could see it. It's standing in front of a heart, a human heart. It's pretty much talking about transhumanism and transformation. Of course, as it's transforming, you could see it laying in the black goo because, black goo is just a thing, right? I mean, we've seen every single celebrity, you could find them for the most part, musician-wise, famous pop singer, etc., doing something involving black goo. But we're supposed to believe that's all kind of a coincidence, right? Even Westworld, where the black goo is controlling, whatever. It's just an affinity for ink, apparently. They love ballpoint pens. They all buy pens, and then when they go home, and instead of using the pen to write, they just start draining the pens of the ink and pouring it in their bathtub. Then they go lay in it because it's healthy for the skin. Duh. There's no symbolism here with graphene and transhumanism, and controlling your body is, of course, electricity and lightning looms behind her. Now, of course, we all know lightning is a huge thing with celebrities. AC/DC, all heavy metal bands use lightning in their logos. All the musicians always have lightning storms in the videos. Well, you might be like, why is that? Well, it's just because in their spare time, they actually have the Weather Channel app, and they follow every storm they can. And they drive around the country like the movie Twister, and they photograph the pictures of the tornadoes and the lightning in the sky, and they sit on their porch and they all text each other, all the celebrities. They're like, hey, are you anywhere near Wisconsin? Lightning storm. I'll be there, and, I'm going to get my helicopter now. Okay, we all know that they're obsessed with lightning because the Bible references lightning, right, as Lucifer. And by now, everybody should have this verse memorized because pretty much every time I cover one of these videos, I use this verse because it explains why they always use lightning. Luke chapter 10, verse 18, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. And that's why they constantly use lightning, because these are all Luciferians, just like why they always use the all-seeing eye, why it's on the back of the dollar bill, the all-seeing eye of Lucifer. So let's continue on here with this wonderful video for the kids, of course. Then, of course, as we transition from the lightning, well, why wouldn't you be in front of an eyeball? I mean, we've already seen from all the photographs that are just basic photographs of her at Dunkin' Donuts that Melanie Martinez loves eyeballs. So here's Melanie Martinez as a transformed cat demonic thing, just in front of an eyeball. Nobody asks why there's an eyeball behind it. You know, why should you ask? I mean, it's just over and over. The majority of the song cuts back and forth between this demon in front of an eyeball. So, yeah, you know, eyeballs are cool, right? That's why. It's just because she loves eyes. The eyes are pretty. Her favorite feature, its favorite feature in a person is their eyes, okay? Stop being a conspiracy nut. So then we move on and we have what? Oh, an army of demons, right? An army of demons, which pretty much it looks like the colony of liberals, but I guess so, you know, it's more so representing, a colony of demons, right? So an whole army of demons then march and chase after Melanie Martinez, and it kind of looks like, well, today's society, it's really representing the hive mind, which is what our society is. It's a hive mind, okay? They just take in the information that the mainstream media gives them or the celebrities tell them, and they all have, you know, work from one mind. That's really what the hive mind means in a nutshell, right? They're all just working from the one hive. Nobody's critically thinking. It's just all working as one, like a bunch of bees. So as the video continues on, the demons chase after. Then Melanie decides to hold up a pyramid with her hands. I guess she just signed a contract with Rockefeller, right? Is that what I'm supposed to believe? Is Jay-Z going to pop out and Kanye? Hello, I'm looking. I don't see them. But maybe somebody told him it. They said, hey, Melanie, make sure you hold up, right at this point of the video, hold up a pyramid because Jay-Z's going to make a surprise appearance and offer you a contract to Rockefeller, because that's what we're supposed to believe when all the celebrities hold up the pyramid. You know, even like Warren Buffett holding up the pyramid with Jay-Z. We're supposed to believe it means Rockefeller, you know, the record label. Duh. You know what I mean? Because, again, we were all born yesterday. So as it continues on, we see, well, another common occurrence. Even though they look a little bit like something else, we see serpents emerge, right? Why wouldn't serpents emerge? Because, you know, they love snakes, right? They love to reference the Garden of Adam and Eve, the Garden of Good and Evil. I mean, they love to reference these things. Why? Well, just coincidentally, of course, they don't believe in God and the devil. They just believe in being a nice person, you know? This isn't a spiritual war at all. So after, of course, riding on the serpent, she decides we're going to get back into the whole eyeball thing because we haven't seen enough of the eyeball, and some director who's making probably about $5 to $10 million just to produce this turd was like, hey, you know, let's just put an eyeball on a green screen behind you because it's really cheap and it's really cool. Yeah, okay. So she, you know, no coincidence with the eyeball. So again, in front of an eyeball, then we see a swarm of what? Oh, it looks like locusts. Right? A swarm of locusts. So we see these references, these biblical references, of course, with what is now a human turned demon. Well, it never really was a human, excuse my French. But we see locusts swarming, right? And locusts are swarming. And of course, as the locusts swarm, well, it decides to, well, it kind of gets chased down into what? Oh, into a pit. A pit. Would that be the pit of hell? Oh, it would be. As you see it getting, you know, the demon falling into the pit as the locusts are pretty much looks like stinging her. Demon, whatever, excuse me. And then it gets wrapped in the tentacles, the red tentacles of what appears to be hell. Well, that's just my interpretation. I'm sure other people out there see it as just art. They say, no, those aren't locusts, they're mosquitoes. And those aren't all-seeing eyes. They're, Melanie had, was blind in one eye when she was young. Melanie got poked in the eye in on the playground in school. So Melanie decided her whole career that she was going to wear necklaces with eyes. She was going to, every time she went to Dunkin' Donuts, she was going to hold a donut over her eye. And then when it makes videos, we're going to do eyeballs behind it on a green screen because that's not original enough. That's not repetitive enough. It's because a bully poked Melanie in the eye. So, Melanie uses it to remind Melanie of the pain of bullying. That's probably the real reasoning behind it, right? Because again, I was born on June 13th. So what do I know, right? What do I know? I've only seen it a trillion times. I've only been deleted a trillion times. I only did a video on Kylie Minogue, whatever, a week ago and got a strike for it for conspiracy theory when Kylie was doing a lot of references with Kylie's eye. So they all either got poked in the eye, maybe at some point they had pink eye and they never want to forget the pain of the itchiness of the pink eye, so they reference the eye. I'm not quite sure what it could mean, but all I know is it does not represent Lucifer. And if you think that, you must be an out of your mind conspiracy nut, okay? They don't believe in the devil, okay? Right? Brian Austin Green or whatever his name is, Megan Fox's boyfriend walking around the streets, he loves the dollar bill. Melanie, poked in the eye. Lady Gaga, failed optometrist. What's next? I don't know. All I know is that I'm going to head to Dunkin' Donuts now. I'm going to get myself a glazed bagel, and I'm going to hold it right over my eye. I don't take selfies or do any of that stuff, but I'm just going to walk around table to table, and I'm just going to hold it up, and I'm just going to get right in somebody's face and not say a word and see if they say anything. Because this is normal behavior in today's society. So if they say anything at all, I'll call the police for hate speech. Because look, we all do this type of stuff. Eyeballs, okay? Don't you discriminate against them. I thank everyone for being here. Hope you're all doing well. God bless you as always and your families.